Yeah, g'day. Life does what life does. It's been pretty hectic, but here we are, number 4 of these, flipping a $750 car to make a profit. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, because I've gone and made us a bit of a risky move here, mate. I've gone and done a dollar reserve auction on the old dingo. So I put it on Auto Trader for $3,000. I thought that was a fair enough, price. And then I realised that this boot lid light was staying on, so that with the heater not heating, as well, I thought, well, let's do it for a dollar reserve. Let's let the market set the price. So I've taken a risk here. I've got close to $2,000 in this car. We'll be lucky to get $2,000 out of it, but hey, I'm happy to just cut my losses at this point. So this is the end of flipping a $750 car for a profit. I've got another car lined up that's on Facebook Marketplace. I'll show you that. Here's what I've found here. $1,200, runs well, still has rego, WOF out by 2 months. Driver's door doesn't open, has issue with the lock system. That could be simple or complicated. I've got my phone zoomed in here so I don't show the seller's details. Can't see much about it, so I've got to go and do my due diligence, have a look at it, maybe be able to pick it up for $1,200. Then, if the dingo gets at least $1,200, I've technically made a profit by getting myself into a better car or a more desirable car once it's done, kind of thing. So I'll see you in the next series where we do up the Mazda MPV. Yo, we bought it, baby. It's all good. $1,200, let's go. See the water in the tail light? Wait, hang on. Wait for it to go over a bump. There we are. Can you see it now? You see the water on the there we go. Here we are. Got my people mover, 7-seater. Needs a bit of a buff. Bit of rough paint here and there. Overall, not too bad. She'll tidy up alright. Water in the tail light. I'm thinking about calling this car the Ciggy Butt, because it absolutely stinks like cigarettes. Get out of that. You don't want to touch that, Toshi. And then, yeah, this door won't open, so I've got to fix all that up. Find out what's wrong with the locking mechanism. So what was how to flip a $750 car to make a profit was how to flip a $750 car, spend way too much money on it, lose money on it, and then buy a different car to make money on to make up for them both. This is the flip life. This is the worst suction vacuum cleaner I've ever bloody used. Okay, so this is the risk you take when you do a $1 reserve auction on Trade Me to sell your car. Sometimes your dollar reserve car auction doesn't fetch what you think it might. So let's do some calculations. We bought the dingo for $750. We bought the oil, the seat covers and all that sort of interior stuff to do the servicing on it for about $150. We bought $500 worth of panels to repair it, and then the WOF cost us close to $800. So we're in it near $2,000. Then we sold it for $995, so we're at a loss of about $1,100. Then we've bought another car for 1.2, so we're down about 2.2. So hopefully with car 2, we can turn such a decent profit that it makes up for both. In all seriousness, this is the risk you take when you're selling and dealing and flipping cars. And if I had followed my buying rules properly, this wouldn't have happened, because I would have inspected the car before buying it. What I did with this car was I went and just bought it sight unseen and didn't worry about it. And often that's how I do a car deal. That's often how car dealers do a car deal. When you're buying something from Japan, you have absolutely no idea what you're buying until it lands in the country. For car flips like this though, that is in our control and we can look at these things, and sometimes we haven't looked over by a mechanic or whatever. I often don't do that, and sometimes I get burnt. Okay, sometimes I get a bad car that costs way too much to fix and I can't sell it for much. So that's where I went wrong. if this car costs heaps to fix, is it desirable to sell? Not really. So, broke one of the rules of purchase. Right there. Did I make money on the buy? Yes, because I bought it cheap. $750. That's cheap as. But, yeah. Could have left it on a classified auction as well. Could have left it up for $2,500 for a while to see, and eventually someone would have bought it and it would have gone. But unfortunately, it wasn't a very desirable car. So, yeah. Add that to your toolkit. Add that to your rule list. Only buy cars that you know you can sell. Just because it's a cheap deal doesn't mean it's going to be a good deal. And sometimes there's other bills that you can't foresee that come up. Anyway, I'm excited to dive into the new project and get moving and get that sold. Because then we'll be back.